So let's first define what cover is. Cover is going to be something that will absorb or deflect ballistic projectiles. We also have to realize that cover is generally temporary, and I mean that because cover can only absorb so much projectiles before it's going to penetrate through them, and on top of that, cover is also only going to work from one direction. So if you are using cover from one direction, you are still exposed from other directions. So you got to kind of keep all that in mind. Let's talk about why I would want to use cover. Obviously, and I'm simulating this right here as being my cover, but if I'm standing out in if I've got nothing but air between me and the bad guy, that's generally not good. But if I can put something between me and the bad guy, that generally is going to help increase my survivability rate. Now, obviously, we don't walk around with cover everywhere, so one of the things that you have to kind of keep in mind when you're maintaining situational awareness is, where is my next piece of cover and where is my last piece of cover? So there's a couple things that we talk about. Number one, if I'm going to stand again straight into this piece of cover, and if I lean out, I have to be careful when I'm leaning out that I don't lose my balance, because the last thing I want to do is fall out and away and into incoming rounds. So I want to make sure that I stabilize my position and that I use my body to help minimize my exposure. So what I typically will do is I'll kind of blade my body so that I can keep this gun, my body, in as narrow a field as I possibly can. You're going to base your distance off of how important it is to see downrange hazards. You're going to base your decision as to whether or not you're going to brace with the type of fire, the type of shot that is required. You're going to try to minimize your exposure as much as you possibly can. But here's the other thing. Once you have started to engage a target and you're starting to put effective fire on that target, there's nothing saying that you can't further extend out and away. Remember, your projectiles that you're firing are effectively engaged in the target, which means that they are not able to effectively fire back at you.